After 3 weeks of the regular season, we have seen teams who look like they have potential, while other teams are stuck trying to win their first few games. But as we head into week 4, there are matchups that we are waiting to see. Today, I will talk about my predictions going into week 4. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's get into the video. The first game I will talk about is the NFC West matchup on Thursday night between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are coming off a loss to the San Francisco 49ers in week 3, and the Seahawks just captured their second win of the season. And in this divisional matchup, I see the Cardinals running away with the win, only because the Seahawks have yet to face a tough NFL team, and the Cardinals are looking to bounce back after the tough loss in San Francisco. The next game is the Minnesota Vikings against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday morning in Dublin, Ireland. Both teams are coming off wins, and this could be one of the better matchups we see in week 4. I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota's defense plays well again, considering that they are one of the top defenses in the NFL. This will be a tough game on both ends, but this could come down to the wire. But the better team could be Pittsburgh because of quarterback Aaron Rodgers, while the Vikings, on the other hand, is still trying to figure out what they are going to do on offense. In the new matchups, the Commanders face the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are coming off a bad loss to the Panthers, and the Commanders are still rolling after a win against the Raiders despite not having Jayden Daniels. Now there's still questions about Jayden Daniels entering week 4, but I think either way the Commanders still get the win. With the great defense and other offensive weapons like Deebo Samuel and Terry McLaurin, they can find a way to get past Atlanta. The next game is Chargers versus Giants. The Giants still have yet to win the game, and it looks like they could be one of those underwhelming teams, while the Chargers, on the other hand, are undefeated, which is why I have the Chargers winning in week 4, only because they have no flaws, and they're pretty much the best team in the NFL. The next game is the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans. Both teams desperately need a win, and this one could come down to the wire. Cam Ward is still trying to figure things out at quarterback, and his team is not helping at all. This gives the Texans an advantage despite terrible performances from quarterback CJ Stroud. The Texans can win this game, but it won't be easy for them this Sunday. The next game is the Philadelphia Eagles against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both teams are undefeated, and it looks like this could be a duel that could result in the Bucs taking the win. Although they are not a Super Bowl team, the Bucs are well executed with quarterback Baker Mayfield and a pretty good defense. Not to mention they have a great receiving core with rookie Emeka Egbuka and Mike Evans. The Eagles still have things they're trying to figure out, like the pass game and their execution on offense, and the tush push can only take them so far this game. The Bucs could win only because they have more to prove, and their weapons could outperform Philadelphia's. The next game is Panthers versus Patriots. The Panthers are coming off a blowout win against the Atlanta Falcons, and the Patriots lost a close game to the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one is a toss-up between both teams, and they're pretty much in the same situation, sitting at 1-2. I would choose the Panthers because Bryce Young is the better quarterback, and he could lead the Panthers to a win this Sunday. The next game is Saints versus Bills. The Bills are considered one of the best teams in the league, and they could continue their undefeated streak against the New Orleans Saints, who are one of the worst teams in the NFL. So pretty much the Bills have a good shot at winning, and I don't think the Saints have a chance at stopping them. The next game is the Cleveland Browns against the Detroit Lions. The Browns are coming off a win against the Packers and are facing the Detroit Lions, who just came off a huge win against the Baltimore Ravens. I got the Lions winning because they are trying to prove that they are the team that we saw back in 2023. The next game is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are slowly making a name for themselves after missing the playoffs last year, and you can say the same for Jacksonville. Both teams are starting the season strong, and the Niners just won a close game against Arizona, and the Jaguars are slowly becoming a team to watch. However, the 49ers might come out with the win only because they are a more experienced team, and the Jaguars are still pretty young. This could be another close game, but the 49ers will still be on top. The next game is the Colts versus the Rams. The Colts remain undefeated, and the Rams are coming off a loss to Philly. The Colts might have to take their first loss because those 3 wins came from teams who weren't that good. This is their first real test, and the Rams might be up for the challenge. The next game is Bears versus Raiders. The Raiders are coming off 2 straight losses, while the Bears just got their first win against the Dallas Cowboys. The 2 teams will look to get their second win of the season, but I got the Bears winning because of the better offense in comparison to Vegas, who seems like they're struggling with Geno Smith. In this game, the Chiefs are playing against the Ravens. The Ravens are coming off a bad loss to the Detroit Lions, and they look to bounce back. It'll be a tough one, but I got Ravens winning because no one needs this win more than them. On Sunday night, the Green Bay Packers head to Dallas to face the Cowboys. This is a meaningful game because edge rusher Micah Parsons will visit his former team for the first time since he was traded, which means there should be a breakout game for him. The Cowboys are still struggling with defense, which gives the advantage to Jordan Love and the Packers offense. I have the Packers taking the win over Dallas. On Monday night, there will be a doubleheader. The first game is the Jets going up against the Dolphins. The Jets are a team that is slowly developing, and the Dolphins are still trying to figure things out. I have the Jets winning this game only because they are in desperation, and they are going to play hard this game. The next matchup is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. The Bengals are without Joe Burrow, and they might continue to struggle, but the Broncos are looking to bounce back after the loss to the Chargers, and it looks like they could be doing that on Monday night. But that'll be the end of this video. Comment down below which teams you have winning week 4, and I'll see you all in the next video.